What's up, Magic fans? The Orlando Magic are coming off their best victory, in my opinion, of the 2025-2026 season, 123 to 110 over the Boston Celtics at home in Orlando. Also a part of NBA Cup group play, the first game for the Magic of the NBA Cup. And look, the season has not started how I would imagine any Magic fan would want. I could definitely do a video breaking down everything that's going wrong. And maybe you want a video, just let me know in the comments if that's what you want. We can talk about the Tyus Jones disaster, the J.I. disappearance, the disappointing defense that has been a token of the Magic DNA for so long. So let me know if you want that video. But today I'm keeping it a lot more positive, and we're just going to talk about Friday night. Is there a potential that this is a turning point? Hopefully. It's a long season. You'll have lots of up and downs. It's still really, really early. But I wanted to look at 7 reasons why I think this is the best game so far that the Magic have played. And as always, Magic fans, go ahead and hit subscribe. We're at 9 subscribers. Let's get to double digits. That would be awesome. Hit like as well. That just helps us get this content out to more Magic fans. And then drop a comment. Give me what you liked about the game, what you're frustrated with, or just say, hey, let's go Magic. Would love to interact. I will respond to each and every comment. Love the Magic. Love Magic fans. But let's dive into this game from Friday night. What went well again? We're staying more positive. Because maybe this is the last positive video in a little while. Hopefully not. Hopefully, again, this is a turning point. But 7 reasons why it was the best game. Number 1 has got to be, this isn't necessarily in order, just kind of what popped into my mind was, number 1, that Desmond Bane, this was a breakout game for him. This is why we went all in, making the big move. The Magic front office sends over 4 first-round picks to go get Desmond Bane. We've all felt like it's a perfect fit. Well, we finally saw that fit. Bane was sensational. He had 22 points, 6 boards, 7 assists. It wasn't a monster game, but it was super efficient. And that's what we want to see out of Bane. Shoots over 50% from the field, 2 for 5 from deep, 80% from the free throw line, and 7 assists with just 1 turnover. Sign me up for more of that from Desmond Bane. It's a playmaker role that we haven't seen a ton from him so far in a Magic jersey. The Celtics were clearly committed to chasing him off the three-point line. And man, he made some beautiful passes. He set up the open Magic player for an open shot, and finally the Magic were hitting some open shots. So we were able to see him put up 7 assists. And again, 22.6 boards, 7 assists. It's a very nice game. And throw in some defensive stats as well. Not that he is a defensive star, but a steal and 2 blocks was very nice. And plus 25 in the plus minus, as well as Paolo having that plus 25. That's awesome, right? That's worth the price. That's why we went all in for Desmond Bane. Number 2, I'm going to go with the best note, not just of the game, but for the entire season for the Magic, and that's been Tristan Silva off the bench. He's been a nice surprise. He's taken a really nice jump from year 1 to year 2. He's been our most consistent player and best offensive spark off the bench for us. Even though he's just in year 2, puts up 11 points, 3 3-pointers from deep. That's huge. We need guys off the bench that can come and hit 3-pointers, because let's be real, J.I.'s not going to hit you many 3-pointers, and the only other guy to even take an attempted 3-pointer off the bench was AB. So you're not getting a lot of shooting off the bench, so De Silva needs to continue to play in that role. He played it beautifully on Friday night, 11 points, 2 boards, 3 for 5 from deep. He's averaging about that same, just over 11, just over 2 boards. That is huge, and not a lot of minutes. That's what we want to see. Can he continue to improve this season and be a big part of the Magic's bench and ultimately the Magic's success in this season? Number 3 reason is this isn't going to show up as much in the box score, but it's super, super important. It's Paolo and Franz playing complementary basketball. Look, the reality is, and I'm a believer that the Magic now have a big 4. It's Paolo, Franz, Bane, and Suggs. But within the big 4, there's a big 2, and that's the 2 stars. The Magic are going to have success or a lack of success based off Paolo and Franz. Are they going to be able to take that jump from a play-in team, borderline playoff team, to a part of the top 4, to getting home court advantage in the playoffs, to being a contender in the East, to maybe even quote-unquote an elite team in the East? That all revolves around the development and the complementary basketball for Paolo and Franz. They're the big 2 of the big 4. And the Celtics were extremely committed to doubling, even occasionally sending triple teams with Paolo anytime he touched the ball, especially if he got it deep in the post. They were always sending help. So he didn't take a ton of shots, which I actually loved because it wasn't there for him. Didn't force a bunch of shots, but instead Franz had more opportunities, more open court, more fast breaks. He actually had a lot of open threes that he missed with a chance to get over 30 points. So I thought Paolo passing it, not forcing it, taking what the defense gave him, getting to the line multiple times was big as well. So Paolo and Franz was feeling it. Franz had more opportunities, so give Franz more shot opportunities. He took 8 more shots than Paolo. I thought that was perfect complementary basketball between the two stars in the Magic. Hopefully, 2 superstars in the Magic. Number 4, and we'll go quick on this, season high minutes for Suggs. Obviously, it's something to watch. I didn't think Suggs was going to be ready to go by season opener, but he was, and I love it. Suggs is one of my favorite players, just brings high energy, high defense. All the Magic fans love him. The Magic players love him. They talk about how he's such a key part to their DNA, to their starting lineup, to their whole team. Well, he's able now to get over 20 minutes, had a very nice game. A super sneaky stat is how efficient Suggs has been shooting the basketball. Again, very small sample size because he hasn't been able to play a ton of minutes. Some games he hasn't gotten to play at all. They're trying to ease him back into full starter minutes. So 14, 3, 5, shot over 60%, 4 for 6 from 3. Again, he's shooting at an awesome clip so far. Can he continue that? But the more Suggs gets minutes, it means so much that doesn't even show up in the box score. He's a huge part of Magic team, Magic fans, especially in Orlando home games. They just thrive off. Suggs thrives off that home crowd. He always shoots better in Orlando, which I love. Number 5 reason this was the best game for the Magic so far was they started strong and finished strong. The Magic were up 38-25 in the first. They won the fourth as well, 39-30. It's kind of crazy. The Celtics were actually in the lead with just over 6 minutes to go. It was 96-95, and the Magic closed out the game super, super strong. The NBA, people make the joke that, oh, you really only need to watch the last couple minutes. Well, in some ways, it was kind of true about this game just in terms of it being pretty much dead even until the final 6 minutes. And the Magic just blew them out, took it over the game in those final 6 minutes. They closed out 28-14 in those last few minutes. And pretty much that's how they started the game, too. Actually, 30-14 in the first 8 minutes of the game. But being able to close the game out strong, that's really the first time we've seen that. If you remember the first game against the Heat, they kind of hung in back and forth. The Magic did win it, but it wasn't really all that pretty down the end. Then they choked game 2 to the Hawks, and then they have a couple blowout wins and too many blowout losses. Well, this was the first game where they closed it out strong against not an elite team. This isn't the Celtics that won it 2 years ago or that were even just, beat us in the playoffs last year, but still a good team in the East. They had Jalen Brown. Brown went off in the second and third quarter. They've got some really good pieces. So closing out a game like that is super duper important. Number 6 reason is AB. He continues to be a nice light off the bench. 13 points, 4 boards, 4 assists, 4 steals. Yes, Brown got him a couple times, which, hey, Brown got a lot of us a couple times. I mean, it was 32 points on 15 for 28, almost 30 shots, which is wild. But AB putting up, 13, 4, 4, 4, also at a block, +6, plus/minus 2 3-pointers. Again, that's going to be something really big, not just for AB's game, as he's only 21 years old, being able to take the next step, but just for our bench as a whole. We don't have many shooters because who in the world knows what's going on with Tyus Jones? If you know what's going on with Tyus Jones, drop in the comments and how we can fix it, because it's crazy. I thought it was a perfect fit, a perfect guy to lead and to be one of the guards off the bench. But it's been a disaster in every sense of the way. So maybe he can turn around. Doesn't look pretty right now, but AB looks good, and he's looked good most of the season. He's been able to take a small step, hopefully a bigger step, because don't forget, he's a top 10 pick. He's only 21 years old. The Magic drafted him super young. He's got that sky-high ceiling to be a plus starter on offense and a star-level player on defense. Perhaps the best on-ball defender, especially with J.I. not playing more than 5 minutes, was one of the highs for him this year. I love J.I., but his days in Orlando may be numbered. Number 7 is free throws in bunches. The Orlando Magic, which is crazy, are top 3 in the NBA, getting to the free throw line. They got 31 free throws in this game, which is right around their season average. I want to see them make a couple more, but this was better, 77% from the line. If you look at why the Magic have struggled and have already had 5 losses in 9 games, it's all the easy points, man. They've left points on the free throw line, which there's a reason they're called gimmies. They've had way too many turnovers. 15 is actually a lot lower for us, which is kind of sad, but we've obviously shifted our offensive scheme to a lot more fast pace, which has led to way too many turnovers and, again, easy points for the other team. And then missed open shots, which I thought the Magic did better in all 3 of those areas, but keep getting to the line. You're bigger than pretty much any team you're going to face. You should be more physical. You need to continue to play aggressive, especially if the shot's not falling. Get to the rim, get to the rack, get fouled, get those free throws. So 24 for 31 from the line is good. So those are the 7 reasons why I thought this was the best game. Hopefully a turning point. It's too early to tell, but Sunday night's going to be a big telling of, can we go ahead and get another game? Because we're at home still. We're playing against the Celtics again. An opportunity to go up 2-0 on the Celtics in the 4 games that we play against them this season. And hey, I just always love to beat the Celtics. That would also get us back to 500. Can we start to build on some good things and hopefully continue to have good videos? I'm going to try to drop at least 1, maybe 2 videos next week, maybe 1 or 2 shorts as well. So Magic fans, hit subscribe. Let's get to double digits in terms of subscribers. Let's get over 500 in terms of the win-loss record for the Orlando Magic. Hit like, hit comment. I'll respond to each and every one of you, but let's go Magic.